Eons upon eons ago, there was only shadow. It was vast, unyielding, and unending. It moved and flowed against time and space, and as these three primal elements banged and crashed against each other, the friction and flow created a new element: chaos. This new and wild element tore through the astral plane, grabbing bits and pieces of time, space, and shadow, pulling them together, thrusting them apart, creating something new. A tangible material plane. It manifested land and water from the space element, a sun and moon from the time element, and creatures from the shadow and chaotic elements. This young and vibrant new plane became known as Alkebulan, and the chaotic element reigned supreme for hundreds of millions of years. Primal and barbaric societies were built and destroyed in a vicious cycle of tyrants, warlords, conquerors, slave drivers, and horrible monstrosities. This unbound chaos amassed so much that it awakened. It moved over Alkebulan, making its presence known, feeding off the chaos and creating shadows to cause even more chaos. The creatures of this world called this new entity Ogo, Pale Fox, because a white fox always appeared in some form before shadows and chaos followed. Powerful creatures who reigned over this land recognized this entity as a goddess with infinite power to make them stronger. Ogo's strength grew more and more over hundreds of thousands of years, and soon she gained access to the Weave, the vast ocean of primal elemental magic in the astral plane. The wave of magic that burst through Alkebulan almost destroyed it. Many civilizations and ecosystems were destroyed as the world was being born into a newer and more powerful version of itself. The connection with the Weave caused the goddess's power to increase exponentially. It spread beyond Alkebulan, throughout the astral plane, allowing many other planes to manifest in different ways. Over the eons, the primal elemental power began to twist and form its own properties, and other primal elements were created. The chaos raged and exploded with the time element, creating the primal element of destruction. It swirled and mixed with the space element more deeply, resulting in the creation element. And then, taking in all elements equally, order was born, and along with it, an entity who calls herself Oshun. Not long after, Mawu was born, from the element of creation, and Owuyo from the elements of destruction. As Ogo continued her reign, Oshun, Owuyo, and Mawu began to spread their own influence over Alkebulan. Factions, kingdoms, queendoms, religions, and organizations rose up, each pledging loyalty to these entities of chaos, order, creation, and destruction. This turned Alkebulan into a war-torn land full of conflict, injustice, and hate. This age became known as the Era of Chaos. The goddess Oshun could no longer stand for this. She confronted her elder, making an appeal for the people, but Ogo laughed at her sympathy towards the mortals. She thrived off the chaos they created, so why would she put an end to it? This outraged Oshun even more, leading her to enlist Mawu, Owuyo, and the other elder deities put a stop to the Chaos Goddess's reign. The battle that ensued reshaped the world, ripping a single continent into 8 different ones. This event became known as the Great Quake, and although Ogo fought with unyielding might, she was eventually defeated and sealed away in a prison in the exact center of the astral plane. But this imprisonment did not stop the goddess of chaos from influencing the planes. Just before she was sealed away, she created offshoots of herself to different creatures to use as conduits to spread chaos throughout the lands. These individuals became known as the Order of Chaos. They were ruthless and unforgiving people who took advantage of the aftermath of the Great Quake to put themselves in a position to gain money, power, and influence over all of Alba. Their leader, Ozymandias, known as the Curious Fox, has named herself to be the supreme ruler of this world and is working to free Ogo from Astral Plane prison. The tyrannical rule has made the other elder deities put a plan into action. They will recruit individuals with untapped potential to rise up and defeat the Order of Chaos, put an end to the era of chaos once and for all.